Let us start our meditation for a few minutes. Let us close our eyes, clasp our hands, fingers into fingers. Observe our normal and natural breath. Sit comfortably and observe our normal and natural breath, my dear friends. Completely relax your body from head to toe. Observe your normal and natural breathing movements. Please place your hands on your eyes. Open your eyes with a good smile on your face. Thank you, Prasanna garu.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. Friends, we do not have the recap person today, so let's continue our session. In section 8, we have been learning that what is that re-existence, or how the thing is, right? So we'll continue in the section 8 also, the same re-existence. The doers now. I didn't bring the presentation today. I have a back-to-back session, so I'll explain the concept now. The doers now on the earth. So the prior ages, we have seen the earth age, we have seen water age, we have seen air age, and we have seen the fire age. So all the 4 ages, we have seen the remnants of the people, and the 4th civilization and the 4th generation of the people came into thing, how actually they forgot about themselves, the light in their, they have forgot, right? So we understood. So what are the doers in the now? Because now we are thinking we are just the doers, or maybe sometimes thinkers, but we are not understanding that we are also the knowers who have all the knowledge. Entire knowledge is within us. So that thing we just forgot because of this in the earth age, right? So the doers now on the earth age came from the prior to the earth age, whatever the failure of the doers, because whoever the doers that were failure to improve themselves. Okay, the story of the feeling and desire, how that feeling and desire was started, and the spell of sexes, why male and female, all the sex, because the soul doesn't have any sex, but the spell of sexes and the purpose of re-existence. These are the topics that which we are going to see now. Here, always there are people who are failing to improve. Here, if you take you and me, whoever is listening to this session, we were all given a proper sufficient things around in our lives, right? So when everything, so we are not actually, we were given a job. So with that job, whatever the things that are necessary for our life, we are able to get it. When we are able to get all the things, what are we using? Why God has not, why that universe has not given to some people, why they are struggling for some existence itself, and when we are not struggling for existence, when we are able to have the comfortable life, what we should do the remaining time. So we have to understand ourselves. Like Ramana Maharshi said, you who am I, and you need to understand the light of intelligence within you. So if you are not spending that time for that, which means that you are wasting your time. You are not, your failure to improve yourself on this earth. You came to this earth as a school, that we all know. Earth is a school to learn. So when we came to the school, we should learn. If the student is going to the school and without learning anything, if he comes out, we yell at him, we beat him, we do all sorts of things. Then what should the universe has to do for us? Everything was given, and we were sent to the school with a flesh human body, which is very much required. When we, and with a brain. So when it was sent, then we have to use that lifetime, we have to use that incarnation to go inside, to understand that light of intelligence, to become the knower, not remind as a doer. Which means if you are reminding as a doer, which means that you are wasting your life. That is what here is saying. The doer appeared and the past ages continue to re-exist. They're coming, going, coming, going. So when they're coming and going, when you are not actually doing anything, the leaders, right? Whoever the leaders in the past, they are not there now, because whoever lead the people, they are able to progress their life in their lives, and they become the knowers. They are not there now. Whoever remind that they're reluctant to learn the things, then they were here. Suppose when all the money and when all the facilities were there, if you go to parties, if you go to all the things and if you are enjoying, and without spending a single hour on finding yourself or knowing yourself, that's where here Percival is calling us, you are wasting your lifetime, you are wasting your incarnation. The majority of the doers, right, if the historical times, whoever the historical times, that all these doers are from the earth age. Because from the earth age, they were still there. They are not the ones who made the ages great. Because some of the people have made those ages are so great, right? They are not the one. The people who made the ages great and who achieved something, they must have gone to the knowers. They were the position that the people today are. They received there are some of the people who receive today telegraphic and wireless communications, ride in electrical cars, and who know very little about electricity in the past, but they became now, and they just are learned and they invented. It's likely that the few men change their conditions on the earth. Few people change the conditions of the earth. They invented telephone, means from telephone to now wireless, anywhere, any world in the world, you can just have the video call and talk. That kind of thing is there, but it is not there. There's a few people who worked hard. The last 100 to 50 years only, all that, because maybe this book was written 100 years back. So you can say the last 200 years only, all these inventions, all these applications of the science and the water, air, and the fire people, they started inventing these things, and they improved the conditions of the earth. Here he is saying, not the earth age people were very solid people, right? So they are not the one who did it. Who are doing it? Water, air, and fire age people are the one. The remnants of those people are the one who are actually doing it more here. However, some here today are under the cloud, are yet past among the makers of great civilizations of the earth, water, and fire. There are some people who came to this. They are great sages kind of people, right? Who were. So they are the great people who lived in those earth, water, and fire age people, but they still come under, they are under the cloud, means they are under the, because they were not like so famous kind of thing. So these fourth civilization, when all these ages were passed, and when we come to the fourth civilization, what is that it is dominated among the people is feeling and desire. That is the one which is dominated. So feeling, with the feeling, so much of the feeling, so many of the desires. Because suppose I want some car to ride from one place to another. So the universe has given you the car and you started enjoying that car. I want a luxury car. The universe has given the luxury car. You want one more, some other more electric car or something else. So this is desire. Whenever you are having that feelings and desires, I want that, I want this. When these desires are the cycle, viscous cycle, it is not going to end anything. So in this case, the doers will always stay as the doers, because you are actually finding that outward things. You are using all your time to fulfill your outward things. You are not using any of your time to go inside and know your light of intelligence. This is all the outward things which the development you are seeing, that perception, whatever that is there on earth, these the natural civilizations, right? Only those things you are seeing the development. Actual development lies knowing the light within you. The more the glorified bodies, the more the trained senses. Human beings, you have to glorify their bodies, have to illuminate their bodies. Then they can train the senses. The training in the senses, when you are training your senses, you won't go, if there is a sweet, you will not go just like that and go and grab and eat, because you will think whether this is required now or not, whether you are hungry now or not, whether it's good for you or not. So you will not go after your senses. People, we don't like to somebody command us. Definitely we don't like somebody command us. But the truth is, the senses are commanding us. Only we are ruled by our senses. We are not actually independent of our senses. We are ruled by our senses. We are ruled by what we want to eat. We are ruled by what we want to write. We are ruled by what we want to wear. All the things, these are all the feelings and desires. Your senses are ruling you. You are not ruling your senses, remember. So if you are ruling your senses, in that case, you can go to and find the God within you, or the light of intelligence. Here we may not say the God, the light of intelligence that is there within you. You can find out when you can control your senses, when you can control that when you are in the control of that senses, when you can control your senses. So use your body mind. You have the body mind. Use that body mind with the feeling mind and desire mind as aids. These are all the things that we have: body mind, feeling mind, and desire mind. So these are all the three things. So you are actually caught up in these things, right? You have the desire mind, not the external things, but the internal things. But internal, the light of intelligence. Have the desire to know your internal light of intelligence. Okay, it's necessary to feel and desire something. The four senses, whatever the four senses are required, it's necessary. But only go for what is necessary. It is not go after one after the other. When suppose you are in this country or wherever, you need a vehicle, you need a car, or you need something to go out and get something. That's a necessity. So get it, but don't go one after the other. So when that is not working, then you can go for it. So don't push your things, putting your things on the outward things only. Okay, the doers are old in experience. They have a lot of experience, because the doers are coming, going, so many things, right? They were very old. They have a very a lot of experience, but very young in learning and very infants in knowledge. They are young in learning and infants in knowledge. So though you are coming those many times to this earth, you are not gaining any knowledge. You are not gaining any light of intelligence within you. So you are young in learning. You are not actually old, because when you take those many times of the incarnations, you didn't start learning it. So that's where you have to focus on it. You should become old in learning, old in knowledge, not old in experiences. Okay. Righteousness and the reasoning has been disregarded by the feelings and desires, because there is always within you something will, your conscious, we call it as my conscious is not agreeing. We say that, right? Your consciousness will tell you this is right, this is not right, this is wrong. This righteousness reasoning will always hint you. You do this, you do not do this, this is not good for you, this is good for you, kind of thing. But the thing is, somehow, suppose morning, get up at 5 o'clock, do some meditation, do some yoga, which is good for your physical health, which is good for your mental health. Your body is saying, with your righteousness, the person is saying to you, but your body mind is saying, no, it's okay. let me sleep today. You can get up tomorrow, because that's a feeling and desire, whatever, right? That righteousness is telling you what to do, but you are just pressing it down with your feeling and desire. What is that desire? Maybe your tamas, you want to be lazy, you want to sleep more. So not only here, every time this is what is happening everywhere. Your inner is saying what you need it. Your consciousness is always telling, but your feeling and desire is actually, no, keep it, okay, shut up, and we will do this kind of thing, right? So that is what it is doing. Often these doers, right, what they are doing, they are reminiscences of their origin, their happy state. They know that they came from that happy state. These doers, once upon a time, they were with the big consciousness only, right? So they were very happy. They know the inner truth. They know what is justice. They know immortality. They know that they were not born, they are not going to die. They were super happy feelings. But they came from that only, but they forgot those. They came from that, and they are just acting as a doers. They build a desire to civilization thinking, and they would take so they are thinking that, okay, if I get this car, I'll be happy. If I get this home, I'll be happy. If my kids were studied well, then I'll be happy. So they are thinking that, these doers are thinking that, if I happen this, I will be happy. If I happen this, happy. But they are not finding the happy. If they were in that, once they got it, they should be happy, right? They are not happy. They're just putting the stick in, or putting one more goal. Okay, I want that, then I will be happy. Which means that here they are actually keep on renewing their things so that they will get happy. Because it is all in the process of searching for the happy state. Actual the desires are there within themselves. So outwardly desires, it will never lapse. Outwardly desires, once you started, right, it will never stop. These desires keep on changing from grossier, finer objects to the every other objects. It will go on changing, but they will not sort any satisfaction within you. So these three minds, body mind, feeling mind, and desire minds, are serving your senses, not you. They are not serving you. They are serving your senses only. Your tongue wants this. Let's go and eat somewhere. Your smell. You want to smell some jasmine flowers. Let's go and get the jasmine today, or let's go and get some perfume today. So these are all the things which all these body, mind, feeling mind, desire mind is serving for your senses, not you, friends. So that is what we have to remember. So the thinking and the brilliant accomplishments, there was so great change in the doer learn. So by thinking that, oh, I did this, I did so many, I did that job, I did this job, I have earned this, I could buy this many properties and this thing, all the outward things that we are thinking, right, and thinking that we accomplished. But that accomplishments are not giving you the satisfaction. These are all outward things. You became mastered. That's all you can say. But what you forget is you are the triune self. For the ultimate thing is you have to go from doer to thinker to the knower. So when you go there, then you will become that light of intelligence. So when you are that light of intelligence, when you are the triune self, all these things will automatically come. So there's not that because you will get it. You will know where to get the things, and because you are the knower, you will be able to do the things just like that without much effort. So light, that which we have stood, so which means that within us that light is there. That warning is giving within us that you can do it. Because all that knowledge is coming with you, but you are actually doubting yourself. You are not that loud light that is coming right from the inward. You are doubting your own light. You are doubting your own intelligence. So that is going to the nature, and you are not. You are going after the thinking after the other things only. So this domination of the religions. So the one more thing, the thing that has happened, the religious things came into the existence. The religious things break the things like, okay, there is a God is separate and you are separate. So the religion came and said, there is no God within you. You are separate. You are a normal being. So the God is somewhere. Go and beg the God, then only you will get it. So this religion made the people saying that you are not that capable. So finally, it made that you are not that capable. There is a thing called God, separate thing is there. So if you go and ask, then only you will get the things. So that's where people stop thinking that they have that capability. They are also from that supreme consciousness. They lost that capacity. Okay, when that the lost when they lost that capacity, so they think that they are not they are not from the super consciousness, or they are not the knowers. They are thinking they are just the doers. So all these human beings, they changed their nature in the millions of years ago. So they are just the doers. They started. So what is happening? So when you are just thinking the doers, whatever you are doing, you have to do it again and again. That because you attracted something, you did some of the karmas here. So because you attracted some positive karma, you attracted some negative karma. So both things you started. So because of that karmic bondage, you have to re-exist again, because you are not thinking that you are the light of intelligence. You are the doer. You did something. So in order to fulfill that, you have to come again. So this background, with this background of the thing, so you doers are existing again and again and again on this earth. So for that, you need to have the flesh body, because in order to exist in this, in order to learn, or in order to fulfill, in order to burn out your karmic things, you need to have the flesh body. That flesh body is coming. Again, that flesh body is coming from where? That flesh body is coming with the light of intelligence. Only when you know have that light is there for your soul, then only you will come as a flesh body. Otherwise, you'll be hanging somewhere. Okay, your soul will not to take that flesh body. Also, you need to have some subsequent thinking, some desires out the things. But once again, you come to the thing, right? Again, you are caught up with your feelings aroused. Whatever the feelings that are aroused with the flesh body, and you are you are caught up with those feelings, and you are going after your desires, and you are in with the outward satisfaction, outward things only you are doing. So the light was redeemed. So the light is redeemed automatically, and it is being so the right, because you are all the you are thinking that outward only there is a world, right? So the light is redeemed, and all that is going to the all the five panchabhutas, all the five elements, it is taking it. So because you are not using any of your light to improve yourself, then again it will come to the flesh body. Again, this light will be loaned, and again you have to try. So in somewhere you should start trying to understand you are that light of intelligence. Otherwise, the story of feeling and desire will continue to exist, and will continue to drag you down. It allows yourself governed by the feeling and desired under the directions of the senses. So by the what is this feeling and desire is from where it is coming? It is under the direction of your senses only, which are opposed by the law. The feeling and desire was stainless, without fear, free, without worry or a trouble. So if as long as these are there, you will be in the fear. Whenever you just lose it, you will be free from your fear, worry and trouble. But if you are stuck up with the feelings and desire, you will be with those things only. Either you want to use it as a good way to know your light of intelligence, or you want to caught up with this re-existence. It's all up to you. The light was in the feeling and desire, and everything desire wanted had it. Everything. So when the light is within you, everything desire, you will be getting it. When you can get all the worldly things that you wanted, you will also get that light of intelligence if you desire for it. I want to understand this consciousness. I want to go. I want to treat. What is this Aham Brahmasmi? What is this Tattvamasi? I want to understand and feel and be in that state. If you desire that, you will get it. Only thing is, we are not desiring that. We are caught up in the viscous cycle of that feeling and desire. That's why we are not going there. Feeling and desire was not blind to the light. They are now. They are not afraid of it. So they are not afraid once upon a time. So they could feel their thing. So doer left the interior and happy state, journeyed towards the outer crust of the air. So when they are interior earth, when they were inside, when they could see inside, they are not afraid of all these things. But they journeyed. They left their happy state. All the doers, they left their happy state, and they came out of the outer crust of the earth. Now the doers have forgot the knowledge that they are having the light. They were having all that light was given, and they forgot that. The happy state was replaced by unhappiness state. The freedom was replaced by coercion and stainlessness, and by lust. Worry was replaced, worry and disease came in place of happiness. And there is a death came, and lot of outside, a lot of the people, many of the people were governed by the only the four senses. Pleasure and gratification came only with the feeling and desire. If I eat that, I'll be happy. If I get that, I will be happy. So these doers, in this case, the doers are seeking the happiness from the outside the things. Outer side the things, they are not seeking the happiness from the inner of the things. That's why re-existing is coming again and again. Now, what is the spell of success? So, over the human life, right? The power of spell exercised by the nature. So, the thought of the doers given the nature's success are now with the keynote. So, the nature has given you some as a, because when the feeling was dominated in any life, when the feeling was dominated, you took life as a female. When the desire was dominated within you, when the desire was dominated, you took as a male. So in order to, at the end, you have to, this feeling and desire has to be balanced. So it has to be balanced means you will take some of the lifetimes as a male and some of the lifetimes as a female. So there is a nothing great. So when the male is, because the desire was dominated, they could accomplish, because they so much of the desire, right? So they could accomplish some of the things, which doesn't mean that they were something great, because there's a no, it's an that immortality of the sex, the soul doesn't have any sex. It is all that we are taking the different sex because to balance out our feelings and desires. Here the nature, because nature has given the male or female, right? The nature should not be blamed. Doers are the one which we have to understand that, okay, in this lifetime, I took the female body, so I need to experience all the feelings. I need to experience live in the different kinds of feelings and experience that. So and learn from it. So that is what I came into. So I hate this kind of life, not that kind of thing, because as a soul, you consciously you take a decision that you want to come into this body. Okay, it's not the nature's fault or anything. You should not be blamed. Nature was unbalanced. If that feeling and desires was unbalanced, that is why you take some of the lifetimes there and some of the lifetimes there. So these you have to be redeemed, balanced. This feeling and desire, so that you will take the different births. Some doers feel very vague in this. They are very guilty of something. They do not know what to do. So they do not know what for what. Some doers, and they said they are guilty of something, but they are not. They don't know what are these things, right? Because this religion, again, it says that the religion came into the existence. They made us to feel guilty. Suppose something has happened. It is already done, dusted. So you cannot do anything about it. So next, so that religion, what is saying? Oh, you did this, so you will get this punishment. You did that, so you'll get that punishment. If you do this, this can be vanished. So it is nothing like whatever you do, you need to get it. Whatever goes out, it should come back to us, right? So that is what the karmic cycle. Whatever you do, that only will come back. If you give, you will get it back. But this God, anger of the God, wrath of the God, all these things is not there. When the same supreme consciousness is there among everybody, what is there? That one consciousness is angry about the other person. The same saints and the same Advaita philosophy, we are saying that Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, we are saying. So when everybody has the same consciousness, then how can the God will be? When the God is also the same consciousness, right? It will be very angry on that person. Is he a psycho or anything? It is not, right? So if you do something, it is not that a God is not the one who is giving you the things. It is you, whatever you did it's coming back. That's what we have to understand. However, these religions are all make us fear. If you do that, that fear of that, okay, this might happen, that might happen, that kind of fear is happened. This fear, because it's the companion of the feeling and desire. Again, feeling and desire, when you don't understand what is true of yourself, that you came from that consciousness, you came here to learn something, you will there's nothing, there's no death, you are just changing the dress, and again you are experiencing the different things. When you understand that, you will not feel any of these things, right? But when you don't understand that, then that fear will come. I may die, what will happen to that? I may get the disease. All these fears will come. Seeking and fearing are the two aspects of the desire. Seeking, I want or I may not get it. So these two are the two aspects of the desires only. So these doers destroyed the civilizations in the past. So whatever the civilization that we have, right, the knowing things and all those things they destroyed, and they started expressing everything with the feeling and desire. So all the so the civilization, the total civilization. So you just forgot when you put that the God separate consciousness is there, and you are separate, and is going to do that and this civilizations has started building up, and you forgot that you have that light of intelligence. People of fire age were very, very developmental people, right? So those people also forget what that the light is there within them, and they started outward development. Because the fire age people are smart people, the sun, the fire people are smart people. They started, right? Those people also started, instead of looking inside, they started looking out, and they started all the physical developments. So there is a lot of development in the earth. That is the last 200 years. That's what you're saying. Last 200 years, there is a great development in this earth. Fear and desire and get satisfaction is driving them. Getting satisfaction. If I do this, I may get satisfaction. This kind of thing, it is driving them. Through their talks, through their thoughts, their reactions are impulsing. None of these people are actually thinking that I'm having that light of intelligence. It can be governed. With that light of intelligence, I can get all those things. Let me go and find that light of intelligence. That kind of feeling is not there. So because of that, because that kind of desire is not there, because only the outward desires are there, that is why people became restless. So these doers were controlled by so many beliefs. So if you do this, this might happen, because you used to that when the fear is there, the belief system will come. So these thoughts and their actions all these years, since the doers came to the outer earth, because all this fear, all these things, when did they came? When the doers came out of the means outer crust of the earth, right? Then all this came into the what doers lack is they are lacking learning from the experiences they had. You had some experience. You cannot, instead of, suppose somebody said something or some experience happened today. So with that, you cannot change that experience, because you cannot revert back. You cannot go back one day. But only thing what you can do is learn that experience, do not repeat it. That's all you can do. We can't do much. You can't go back and again rewrite that experience, right? But people stop learning that experiences, instead of, oh, that person has done this, okay, I have to do something back to them. Grudge, that kind of anger. So that is giving their satisfaction. That kind of the desire to do something to the other person is actually giving their satisfaction, than knowing that person, you came from the same consciousness, that the same conscious of light is there within you and within them. So when you understand that, when you will not have that feeling, oh, this experience has come, maybe I have done something, so stop that. So you will think about your within, you will focus on yourself instead of the others. So in that way, you can reduce that re-existences. You can just balance your karmic bondage, and you can reduce, and you can go to the triune self, the predominant unit, whatever that triune self, the knower state you can go. Whenever the triune self has their destiny as a conscious triune self, they observe, because they have a little developed in the ages. So when you observe that you are the triune self, then there's nothing, because you are not understanding that you are also the knower. There's a little development only when you are the passing this earth age. So as the things are moving on, there is a very less developments, or a little developments from one age to the another. That is what is happening. This is all about why actually the re-existing is happening, why the feeling, how the feeling and desire is actually controlling anyone. The next section I think I can cover. I have some 20 minutes time, I think around 18 minutes time I have. So section 9 is very small section. So let me cover in the same thing. Importance of the flesh body. Same thing continuing. Importance of the flesh body. When you get that, because when with the flesh body only we can get, or we can, what do you say? You have that brain. You can think of yourself. You have a chance to learn on this thing. So when you chance on this learn on this earth plane, you got a chance to reclaim your light. You can reclaim the light of intelligence as well. And death of the body. What is the death of the body? Here he said, not the death of a person, death of a body. Remember, wanderings of the units, how these units are, the airy units and all those things, returns the units to the body, how these units are returning to your body. That's what we will see in section 9. The exteriorization of the thoughts of all the doers makes a common ground which they met their physical bodies. So it is nothing but our destiny is nothing but our exteriorization of the thoughts. The whole book from chapter 1 to the end of the book in 1100 pages, the Percival is insisting, you are writing your destiny. Your thoughts, whatever you are releasing your thoughts, the good thoughts, if you release, those thoughts only come and hitting you back, and if not now, tomorrow, and you are making your destiny. If you are releasing all the bad thoughts, those thoughts only coming under backing. So whatever the thoughts that are releasing today, those thoughts will come back. Those thoughts will become our destiny. So always be careful. You're releasing your thoughts. So that's what, when common people, when so many people are releasing the same kind of thoughts, so many doers are releasing the same kind of thoughts, so they met the physical plane. All these thoughts are going to the noetic plane and they're coming back and they're meeting the physical bodies. So whoever has passed those thoughts, they're coming and they're meeting the physical bodies. Desires and feelings are always subject to and belong to exclusively individuals. So the desires and feelings are different. So I desire something, you desire something. So these desires and feelings also, you are actually releasing it. So those feelings and coming back again, those are also there. They may be the individual. Whereas patriotism, I love my country, that patriotism, spirit, worshipping, all the similar kind of feelings when so many people were released. So all these things he also mentioned, right? He also mentioned when so many people, you are saying that all these religions are coming in between, they are only created for belief. Or they are only created to make a fear, then why some particular, why when you go to that, when you go to some kshetra or when you temple or some place, then you are feeling your desires are fulfilled. One is your belief. The second one is you are loaning your light of intelligence to that place. Not only you, the lakhs, millions of people are going and loaning their light of intelligence there. You are keeping your belief there, means you are keeping your light, whatever the light that you have within you, you are not understanding that you have the light and you are keeping on that particular place. When so many people are keeping the light there, which means that became so powerful. Okay, when that became so powerful, whenever you are wishing, it will get succeeded because you are believing that it can give. If you are not believing, it will not give. That's what it is what it is saying. So here the belief also, the ultimate belief, that's what we have seen the other scriptures also. Ultimately, if you believe anything for that matter, you will be able to achieve, because with that belief, you will get the strength to do it. What is doing is, it's not that with the belief that somebody is coming and do it, because when you have a strong belief, you will get a strong strength to do it yourself. You feel that because you believe that God is coming and helping you to do it. What exactly is helping you is your belief system, whatever the belief that you kept, because your light of intelligence, you kept it there, and that light of intelligence is helping you to do that particular thing. So this is what is happening when the exteriorizations are happening, right? That's how anything, it will exteriorize. Whatever the physical things, whatever the material things you ask also, it will exteriorize, because you put that strong thought over there. That's the reason. Here, like rightness and reasoning are individual and subjective. So whatever I feel it is a right, you may not feel right, because it is subjective to me. I feel it is right to do this. Suppose a soldier in the border, if somebody is crossing, he'll just fire, and he feel it's right. It's a right also for him. Suppose if somebody is coming to your home, and if you just shoot him, this is not the right? So that person, the same person, it is a right to that particular person, to that particular situation. It's not right to you. So righteousness and reasoning is always a subjective. Similarly, I-ness and selfness too are subjective. So they were, because the human being is a multifold. So it is a subjective to that. Triune self is made. What is the triune self is made up of? Doer, thinker, and knower, right? So this is made up of objective physical plane and exteriorization of your thoughts, which the doer produces as the mixture of its desire and with the light of intelligence. Whatever the thoughts that you are producing to get exteriorized, if they are mixed with the light of intelligence, then you are the triune self. If they are mixed with only with the external things, then you may be just the doer. So you are focusing only the physical plane. The physical demonstration only, the physical plane demonstration and the thought of the center only, you are actually doing it. Other doers, what they are doing, if they are involved, are they also held the act, object, or event, which is that demonstration. So any doer in this earth, they are actually held with some act or an object or a event. And they are doing something means they are exteriorizing. I want that. So they are doing that event and they are exteriorizing whatever they want it. Only this objective world can all the doers come together. Only in this world, all the doers are coming together. They are encountered the common plane of their objects, of their thoughts of the doer, because so many people want that. So many people want this, like a men, women, marriages. Everybody want work. Everybody want to do get married. Some people want to do some, because many people want to do some business. Many people want to enjoy their amusement things like movies and all those things they wanted. Some people want to worship the things. Some people be in the poverty. They don't want to come out and they want to play the victim role. There is a disease because of your thoughts only. There's a luxury because you earned it only. So wise everything, whatever the experience that you are getting, like birth, death, youth, age effect, all these things you're all experiencing, right? So all these are also you're experiencing by exteriorizing your thoughts. Only the thoughts, that whatever the thoughts you are coming, right? So that only is getting exteriorized. The doers can distinguish the objects from themselves and learn the difference between me and mine through the human physical body only. So only in the physical body, human physical body only, you will distinguish, this is mine, this is me. So this book, these glasses are mine, they are not yours. So I bought it. So this is only the human beings are the one who are actually feeling that me and mine kind of thing, because that is the flesh body. When you get that flesh body is so unstable, life is so weak. When you don't understand that you are that light of intelligence, compared to the nature, because nature, other elements are not doing, they'll just eat and they feel it is for everything. Then the other animals or the other birds, they feel it's a nature and everything can get. It's not mine. Only that time if they get it, they'll eat. It is not that mine. It will not try to hold it. Only the human being, it try to hold and try to save and try to do all the things. It's a too feeble. Our mind is too feeble. The doer's mind is too feeble. The reclamation of the light from the nature. So we have to reclaim, because the nature is in the light we are giving to the nature. But nature, if you have to get the nature, because I want that jasmine, so my light is going to to that nature and grabbing it, because I'm using my light of intelligence and so in that way I'm giving my light to the nature. So when you can reclaim the light, when you are detaching from all these things, when you're detaching from all these things, when you know that to be happy, you need not know all these things. To be happy, you are enough for yourself. That time you can reclaim the light. You can, the chief cause of the shortness of the life is feebleness of the body, absence of enough light of intelligence. Why that body is dying in 20, 40, 60 or 80 years? Because the feebleness, you don't have that much light of intelligence. So you are giving away all that light of intelligence to the nature. You are not actually grabbing it back. So why the meditation, they'll say, get the cosmic energy. From where you are getting? From the nature, from the empty space, that cosmic energy, get it, because that is giving you that energy that may give you, when you are keep on practicing, that will tell you one day that what you are, what is that light of intelligence that is there within you. You need not grab, or you need not beg other things, or you need not go outward to go to that pure happiness. The failure of that body, what will happen? It serves continuously. With the failure to understand that you are that light of intelligence, it continuously serves. The body will comes, it exists, it serves you, it takes all the necessities and return this body. Okay, some part of the body goes to the earth, The air will go to the air, and whatever the heat that I have will go to the fire, and the water will go to the water. So all the 5 elements, the remaining empty space in our body go to the ether. So all the body will goes to the goal and mix with the 5 elements of the earth. So it is because you are just getting the light, and it is again what has happened when death of the body, these elements are going and reassembled or renewed to their one. So when you are taking again the birth, what is happening again? All these things, all these Panchabhutas is reassembled and renewed and continue to give you the new body. They continue to give you the new body, and it is again serving. Unless you understand the light of intelligence, this process will continue to do it. The fourfold stream of radiant, airy, fluid, and solid matter. So the fourfold stream, the radiant matter, airy matter, air, fluid matter, water, radiant is the fire, and solid is solid matter, which is the earth. All this is which is the fourfold breath supports all physical being things, and therefore it takes the composite units of the bodies. So these composite units are also not only the human being, this is also the plants and animals are also take these fourfold bodies only. They compose these fourfold bodies compose these vegetables, animal bodies, as well as the human bodies. All the bodies, all the different animals, human beings, everything is composed of these fourfold elements only. They are not the carriers of into the bodies of plants and animals. They remain free in their elements in the sphere of earth. So when this particular, when all these elements were gone, where this particular soul, will it go to the plant and will it go to the animals? No. That soul remains stand. It will be there. Again, when it want to take the birth, again this reassembling will take place from the nature, and again the body will come. The nature spirits seen from the time to time, such as water nymphs, wood spirits, elves, fronds, and elementals, which have functioned as a compositor units of the unit. So these are all we have seen. There are some of the spirits. So these are all nothing but the compositors of the earth and the human. So compositors of these four elements only. The other matter of which the body is made up of at any one time is transient matter. The transient units of the 4 states of the matter are the physical matter. One second. The other matter of which the body is made up of any one time is a transient matter. The other matter is the transient matter, that is physical matter, transient matter, and the radiant matter, right? So all these things. So the breath is also coming from the 4 layers into the physical plane. The breath passes from solar, lunar centers and returning to the earth crust. To units to all the units. The breath comes not only the solid and liquid, but from the water, from the air, from the sunlight also. The breath is coming from all these things. It's not only from the air. It's coming from all the elements of the thing. The breath is coming. The breath and speech through human bodies keep the entire mass of the physical matter moving. The breath and speech. See, the breath is the one vital energy that we are taking, which is very much required. Without vital energy, you cannot move, and all your thoughts are moving from your inside to outside with your speech. That's why there's a power. Speech is so much powerful. The thoughts you may not express. The things you do may not have your control, because whatever you need to do for that moment, the speech is so powerful. So whatever the Hitler speech is so powerful, that's why the Second World War came, right? So with the speech, you can change the people. So similarly, Patriji's speech was so powerful. The meditation was spread across the world. So many people got into the meditation because of his powerful speech, powerful words, right? So these physical words, in the physical world, these two are very, very important. The thoughts, the consecutive relations which just been mentioned, the thoughts are intermingled, and the thoughts you are releasing, that is intermingling into the matter. So the thought you are releasing going to the matter, to the noetic destiny, and again coming back as a physical matter later. So, but the thoughts that your human body is made up of these 2 categories of the units. What are those 2 categories? One is your senses, definitely, right? The one units are senses, the other units are organs, which are, suppose sense is smelling, the organ is nose. tasting the smell. Tasting is the one sense, and the organ is your tongue. And hearing is the one sense. If you take the organ is ear. So with the senses, all the human body is the transient matter is revolving. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So these matters, right? The transient matter in the body is, if you are not, it is re-existing, because only these elements are again and again is re-existing. Suppose in this lifetime, if you release the thought constantly that I wanted to know who am you strive for it. You went to some knowledge, to some extent. So, okay, next lifetime, I don't remember all these things. Again, I have to start. No, you will not able to start that. If that is the case, why Vivekananda, when he touched by the Guru itself, he became just like that. He became the knowledgeable, because he did all this sadhana, he did all this knowledge, he did all that sadhana and the knowledge of knowing about himself in the previous lifetimes. So this lifetime, when he comes in this incarnation with the touch of the Guru, then he is able to, because he is able to understand that he is a knower. So this knowledge, the self-knowledge, whatever you are learning, it will not go with the lifetimes. It will not go with the, it will have the stamp on your stamped signature on your soul. So whatever that you learn about yourself, that will have a seal. Prior doer, whatever that you learn, that will have that doer. Even like a karmic bondage, whatever you do in the previous lifetime also, because you will say that I did everything good in this lifetime, why I have to get this? Because you must have, as a soul, in different incarnations, you must have done something. So that's why it is coming to you. Similarly, in this case, whatever the self-knowledge, you may forget about your physics and math and everything, but you will not forget about the self-knowledge that particular doer has attained with his sadhana, whatever the sadhana that he is doing. It's a special part of the nature matter, right? It's a special part, particular to the doer, particular to that consciousness. It will be there forever, and he is able to remain and regain to the next lifetime also. This is all about section 8. So I have completed section 8 and 9, sorry, section 9, section 8 and 9 of re-existence today. I'll stop here. There are a couple of minutes. Any questions? Or anybody want to share anything? Rajni garu, Surikala garu, happy to see you.
Yes, Prasanna. Very good. Very, yeah. A lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
It's good to know that the whatever we are learning, it stays with us. That was my question before I enter into this PMC and all that.
No.
Yeah, I asked
because we are forgetting
it.
our math and we are forgetting our academics, right? So we think we will also forget this, because why some people are actually, because all of us may have started at one stage, but some people will go fast, some people will be staying there. The reason is they already learned all these things in previous things. So the moment they started, they are actually regaining back all the knowledge, so they are able to move forward.
Yes. Yeah, all this, how to manifest from, our thinking and the desires. I was writing notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nandagaru, I think we can stop live, so that